Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, Worldwide Economic Migrants. I'm Mrs. Maipise. Thank you so much for watching. For today, I just want to share with you this story. It happened when we were in Zimbabwe, and my husband was now working in Lesotho. Since I told you I had to continue with my studies. So one day, when I came back from school, I heard that the landlord had increased the rentals. So I decided that I had to see him. So I went to see him, and I explained to him our situation at that moment. Yeah, it was tough. It was not easy. So I explained to him that my husband was trying to settle, and he said, now I remember when our father went outside the country and we were making demands. We were thinking that there he's fine, everything is fine, and then he had to tell us that at that moment things were not okay. So thank you so much for telling me about your situation. I am not going to increase the rentals. I thanked him so much for that. He was someone who could understand. And remember, I told you of how we were getting blackjack from our landlord. So they were very understanding, and they did not increase the rentals for some months. Hey, life was good. So there's something I have learned from that incident. We learn and learn and learn until we die. So what I have learned was always the truth set you free. You should always speak the truth, and it sets you free. Don't lie to people. Don't live a life of a lie. If you lie, one day it will catch up with you. Tell people the truth. Those that deserve to know, they should know the truth. There was need for this landlord to know the truth. He said to me that he thought maybe because Babe is now in Lesotho, things are fine with you. So that's why he had increased the rentals. So from this also I have learned that we have our relatives, our parents, or our friends whom we have left in our mother countries. Some of them have never been in foreign countries. They don't know what is happening outside. And the moment you go to those other countries, they think you are better than them. Because when I'm in need, if things are not okay with me, I will find help somewhere. So because of that, I may end up looking for help from you. There are times where we are in need of something. So if you don't explain to them the situation as it is, they will bother you, they will trouble you, because they don't know your story. They don't know your situation. Personally, I think it is your duty to tell those ones who deserve to know. You are not accountable to the whole world, but there are certain people that deserve to know what is happening. From our experiences with the relatives, friends, siblings, both from where I come from and where I'm married, We don't have problems with people. We tell them the truth. Because there is no way I can force myself to give what I don't have. If I don't have it at that moment, I will tell you, at this moment, I am not able to do that. I cannot lie. Because lies will one day catch up with you. If you live a life of a lie, it will catch up with you one day. Let's tell people the truth. No matter maybe you were once rejected, or maybe people were laughing at you and saying you will not make it, and now maybe you are now in America, you are now in Dubai, and you want them to feel like, yeah, you have everything now. It will catch up with you one day. I'm just talking. We better tell them the truth. The truth will set you free. And also don't try to force yourself to end up in debts because you want to do everything. Yes, if it is possible, we really want to help our friends, our parents. We really want to help people. But you can only give what you have. You should not go into debts and you end up tarnishing your image. You end up sometimes getting sick because of stresses. Or sometimes you end up working without rest. You collapse. Sometimes we see people dying because you have this too much load of responsibilities. Tell people the truth. Do what you can. Yes, there is a time we need to sacrifice. But don't do it at the expense of your health. Don't do it to an extent that you end up getting arrested. You end up stealing because of wanting to help people. So that's all I can say. I told my landlord the truth of the situation. The truth set us free. We should not lie to these people. It's time we tell them the truth. They don't know that settling process in a foreign country. It's not easy. They don't know this. Yes, I know maybe you don't want to put fear to your parents, but there is a way you can make them know that you are settling. If you are afraid that they may have those high blood pressures, there is a way you can tell them. Even the way you react to problems when they arise. Yes, we take care of one another. But let's tell them the truth. Don't force yourself to do things you will not be able to maintain. Don't set standards. Set those standards you are not able to maintain. In most cases, we do it not because we want to please them, but because it's a responsibility. Yes, there are maybe siblings that needs fees. You know, we are different. You are the one who knows your background, who knows your responsibility. All I can say is, to him more is given, more is expected. There are some who are the Josephs of the clan. It means more is expected from you. You need to get more wisdom when giving. You need wisdom in relationships. You cannot do it without wisdom. Because your load is too much. You can't carry that whole clan by just assuming that you know how to to lead, you know how to give, you know how to deal with them. Some of them are difficult. I thank God that my landlord was not difficult. He could understand. There are some who don't understand, but if you have told them, you have done your part, and then you just do what is necessary. And always remember, you are not God. You cannot solve everything at one moment. At the same time, you need to do what you are supposed to do. If it's parents, if it's rental, maybe your family is still there. Like us, we were still in Zimbabwe. You need to pay those rentals. Maybe you find a landlord who is like ours. Or maybe you find someone who is not understanding, who does not understand. It's his house. He does whatever he feels like. But then you don't say you cannot afford rent, and then you start living a life of luxury. That life of showing that same landlord that you are really in diaspora. And your family, they are feasting. Because they look at your family and say, but the way you are living, you have money. For us, they could see that these people are struggling. Because they ended up even giving us blackjack. And we survived with that blackjack. I think I have said it all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chitwa chiri muri tsoka. Thank you. Goodbye.